Hey, what's up and hello everyone, welcome back to the channel for another video. As you can see from the title, we are going to an estate sale today. Actually we might hit two because there are two going on in this little town right now. They both start at the same time, they're by the same company, and they really forced us to make a decision this early in the morning. Okay, this one that I'm at right now has like so many closets of clothes. It's a huge house. So I came to this one because they always give me an incredible deal on clothes. So I came to this one first, and the other one that's like 10 minutes away is filled with records. I'm talking like 6,000 records, just boxes on top of boxes on top of boxes, just like stuff with records. It was some kind of collector. They passed away and the whole collection is available. And they really forced us to make a decision because I really want to go to that one because there are some records that I really want in my collection, and I'm sure they have them. So we're gonna start here because business and then pleasure. Okay, so we're here first. I'm gonna source some inventory. If you don't know, I'm a vintage seller and curator, so I keep a little bit for myself because I just can't help it. And then I also have a vintage shop called Retro Rack, so we're doing a little sourcing and we're doing a little personal shopping, you know what I mean? So that first, and then we'll get over to the records, and then after that we may do a little thrifting. My name is Kennedy as well, by the way, if you didn't know. And if you don't know what an estate sale is, it's basically a glorified yard sale. Okay, so a yard sale, everyone brings their stuff out to the yard and then you shop and then you pay and then you leave. Estate sale, the whole entire estate is on sale. I'm talking the garage, every room in the house, if they have a shed in the backyard, if they have a guest house in the backyard, you name it, it's for sale. Clothing, accessories, cleaning supplies, tools, kitchen stuff, furniture, you name it, it's available and on sale. Okay, so you can buy anything and everything. So it's a really good way to get like some new pieces for your wardrobe or just for your house. And a lot of these people are collectors, which is nice. So instead of hitting like a bunch of different thrift stores looking for the stuff that you want, if you can find someone with a collection, you can get like everything all at once. It's a beautiful thing. So that's what we're doing today. We're doing a little estate sale hopping and then maybe some thrift store shopping. I have bars. Hey, I have bars. Anyway, look how beautiful this light is. Like the sun is really, it's doing the thing. Okay, like you ever just do that? You just like look at yourself in the sun, you're like, wow, what a beautiful face I have. That's how I'm feeling right now. Hopefully you get lined up here soon. This is like the longest intro for no reason, so I'm gonna leave you guys and I will see you when we get in that house. But like one more look at the face card. This light is just so good. Like the sun is just eating me up. Like look at that natural highlight. I'm a no makeup girly, but like the sun does the job for me. Like why do you need makeup when like the sun? I'm also blessed with clear skin, so like I'm not even gonna put that on you guys. My family is just, oh my gosh, the sun. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta stop looking at myself. Like I need to go take some selfies. Okay, bye.
It's 8 o'clock, the official start time for this estate sale. So as you can see, we all kind of just file into the house and you get to just kind of snoop around. I always try to make a beeline for the bedroom. I kind of just go off instinct. I do not know the layout of the house, but I just felt like in this one, the master would be on the bottom floor. So I just went with my gut and I found it pretty quickly. I was the first one to the closet, which I love. And as you can see, this place is stuffed and the pricing is so good. I did find a couple pieces in there, but nothing crazy, so I quickly made my way upstairs to see what was going on in the other closets, because honestly other people started to pull up in that closet as well and I was getting way too stuffed. I made it to another room here, another closet, but it was like all golf polos, which wasn't my vibe. And then I made it to this closet where there were more of some like the winter coats and stuff. And for the people trying to find a wool coat, like look at this is 100% wool, $5 for a vintage wool coat. Yeah, do not pay hundreds of dollars for a brand new one. Okay, find a vintage one in the thrift store, in an estate sale, you name it. Like find it secondhand. Okay, because this was an absolute steal. If it was my size, I would have kept it. I don't know what this little sculpture was, but I was scared. It's going to haunt me a little bit in my dreams. This company always just throws their jewelry in little Ziploc baggies. I was not really feeling the jewelry options this day, but I really liked these glasses, little green stem ones, but I did not need 15. And pro tip, if it's not blocked off with tape, go through every drawer, every cabinet, everything, okay? here I am just kind of showing you the things I picked up. So I really like the skirt. It's like a little handkerchief skirt, 100% wool. I liked the little A-line cut, or not A-line, asymmetrical cut, handkerchief cut. You know what I'm trying to say. I just really liked it, so I picked it up. I saw this workwear jacket, which I was obsessed with the color of, and it looks like it has a really good kind of like cropped length, so it's gonna hit right at the waist. For whoever this actually fits, because on me it would not hit the waist, but for a guy this would hit perfectly right at their waist, which we love. Look at that tag. I did see this sweater vest. I was not crazy about the front. I have no idea what was going on there, but the back was giving me life, so I really had to contemplate this one because, again, the front was pretty freaking ugly to me, but I liked the back. Then I also found these polo shoes. I just thought they looked cool. I couldn't tell if they were supposed to be cycling shoes, if they were bowling shoes. I don't know what the vibes were, but they were cool enough for me to go ahead and pick up. And then every girl is into like the coquette style right now with little bows on everything, and I thought this was a cute little loafers slingback moment, so someone would eat those, just eat them up. And then here I am second guessing that sweater vest, and I decided I did not want it. Actually, it was not worth it for just the back. I don't know why everyone hates Nickelback. It was like one of my favorite bands when I was younger. I don't know if that's embarrassing to say out loud, but I did go through some of the records since I was already down here. I'm really into rock music, so I was hoping they had some of that, but I was really not seeing any of that. And then I made my way up to the garage because I saw a lot of people walking out here, and look, guys, they ended up bringing all of the records to this house. So I kind of regret not trying to get out here sooner. I did see some Dolly. That was really fun to see. But other than that, I did not know a lot of these people, and he had like a lot of copies of stuff. I don't know. It was like a lot of country and like Christian music and soundtracks from like Disney movies. Just none of it was really my vibe, but I took the time and I was going through box after box after box after box with a bunch of other people. I heard some people did find some really good records, but they were probably out here first. That was probably their main objective. I really thought I was gonna have to go to the other sale, or like the other location that they had listed on estatesales.net to find this stuff, so I really didn't make this a priority, so I probably missed out on the ones that I really wanted. But
we are back in the car. I had to put on some chapstick. My lips were so chapped. Okay, it's like 43 degrees here, which is cold for Alabama, okay? And the wind's blowing, so it's probably like high 30s. But anyway, my lips were chapped. I have the hand sanitizer on. Overall, the estate sale was kind of just mid. I'm not gonna lie to you. Mid is honestly a high rating. It kind of sucked. Yeah. My fear was that the clothes were going to be dated and not like vintage. In my opinion, there's like a difference. And these were like a lot of really dated clothes, or they were like brand new with tags, like Old Navy or stuff from like TJ Maxx, and like that's not what I'm going for. There's just like no in between, and a lot of the menswear was like golf polos and stuff. Were there some vintage pieces in there? Yes, of course. I did end up leaving with that green workwear jacket I showed, and then that like wool asymmetrical like handkerchief skirt. I got that. I did end up getting both shoes, the polos and then the cute little slingbacks. And then the only other thing I got was one record, and I only got it because I liked the graphic. I don't actually know that artist or what kind of music it is. I just like the graphic, so I'm probably just gonna like hang it on my wall. But anyway, yeah, not the best estate sale, not gonna lie, but it was nice that everything was in one location. A lot of the records, I was hoping to find some like 70s, 80s, 90s rock, because rock is like my comfort genre. I love rock music, and they said there was a huge like variety, which there was a big variety, but it was like a variety of artists, but the genres were pretty like set in stone, like country, a lot of gospel. I'll say Christian music, because when I think gospel I think like, and it wasn't really, it was giving this, not this. If you understand, you understand. But what else? Like some Disney soundtracks, classical music, things like that. It was not a lot of disco was in there, not a lot of rock. I really didn't see any, quite frankly, and I was trying to go through those things, but like after a while I felt like I was getting arthritis in my fingers because they were getting so cold and going like this over and over. Like, I don't know, it was taking a toll on me, so I just gave up. But I ended up only paying $10. I should have paid $15, but he cut me a little deal, so I love them. But I think this is like the last estate sale that they're throwing this year, so we'll have to go hard in 2024. But next up on the agenda, I stayed here way too long, but next up on the agenda, we have a thrift store that opens at 10. It is 9:44, so we're about to head that direction and get there right when they open, and hopefully they have some good stuff in there for me, because this is not, it's not satisfying my itch at all. Alright, so first thrift store of the day. Hint, we end up going to another one because this one absolutely sucked. So spoiler alert, I did not have a good time in the store. We probably spent about 30 minutes in here and it was the biggest waste of my time. But since I recorded it, it's getting thrown in the video. Okay, we're not wasting content around here. Anyway, I started in the coats. Really didn't see much in the men's side, but these two little jackets right here, luxury. But I was not paying the prices that they were asking. They were asking like $70, $200. These would have been perfect for a wholesale box that I'm working on, but they were like too short. I wish they were like long. And then I've been eyeing this sweater for over a month and they have yet to drop that price. $14 is not worth it, but it's so cute. Same with this. I want this so bad, but I'm not paying $15 for a freaking tote bag that's bedazzled, okay? And then I thought there was a sign of hope seeing this, thinking it was something to do with Ed Hardy. No. No, it was not. And this was like gaudy Y2K and I almost got it, but like, no. I just left. I couldn't do it. So that thrift store sucked. Honestly, the last like 2 months, they have really been letting me down. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't even know why I keep trying to go in there, but it's fine. I'm just desperate. That's what that tells me. But I did end up leaving with 2 things, so I'm going to show you those real quick, and then I decided we're going to another store because I just cannot do this today. I cannot have a bad day. Anyway, the first piece I got was this one. It's this little, oh my gosh, it's this little Quicksilver shirt with the built-in long sleeve, which I thought was pretty cute. The kind of skater boy style has never left, truthfully, at least not for my shop, because every time I list something similar to this, it sells within like a week. So we have this little 2000s little moment. I think Quicksilver is actually like a surfing brand, but I feel like surfing is just like skateboarding but on water. Don't ask. Anyway, so we have this kind of style shirt. I think it'll do really well. Also has this cute little side hit as well. Found it in the kids section. The other piece that I got was this one, and I have no idea why this was in the kids section, other than the fact that like these thrift stores really don't look. They just saw the graphic and they ran with it. Because if you look at this shirt, okay, cute, it does look like it would be kids off first glance, but if you read it closely, it literally says Sugar Hooker Entertainment. Sugar Hooker Entertainment. What part of that is for kids? Anyway, I don't know if someone hid it over there or the thrift store really just didn't look, but here she is. And then she's also got like all the dates on the back and like the website and everything. A little 2005 tour. I just love the graphic on this, truthfully. I think the dolls are really cute. But anyway, those are the 2 things I got. It was $5 for both. Can't be mad. So that was all I got. We're gonna head to the thrift store and maybe to the post office on the way. So let's do that because I'm just not happy right now and I deserve to be happy. Do you ever just walk into a thrift store and you can just feel it in the air that you're gonna have a good day? Because that's how I felt the moment I walked in here. This store has been letting me down quite a bit lately, but for some reason today, the air was just different. And then I saw this little velour baby and I was like, oh yeah, I'm in for a treat. Because honestly, the first thing I find really sets the tone for the rest of the trip, at least in my personal experience. Like, look at this leopard painting.
That's 80s dad goodness. And then the cowboy boots to follow up. The star was everything. The patina, gorgeous. Okay, the only thing that sucks about these is that they're technically not my size, but I may just have to make them work until I find another pair in my size because they're too gorgeous to let go, and I love a good cowboy boot. This is where the store started to lose me a little bit because I was like, are these rain boots? Like, what is going on here? Anyway, in the men's jackets, didn't really see much. I like the fact that this was vintage. I love a good satin bomber, but the whole US Japan thing, I didn't know what was going on with that, so I just kind of left it there. I don't want to pick up anything what's it controversial, we'll say. I did try to go through the women's like activewear bottoms because I'm looking for some yoga pants for a style box. Didn't see anything, but I did see these apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur, just sitting on this put out rack. Love that. You always have to check those. And then who doesn't love a good cat sweater in this color to die for? So I had to put that in the cart as well. Going through the skirts, again, the skirts have been letting me down, but something about this wash, it's like a tan with like a navy undertone. It's corduroy by Talbots. I was here for it. It looked like a really flattering cut as well. Here again, I'm looking for more skirts. Love when I find a good mini, especially right now, because I swear this store refuses to put out any kind of summery items, and a lot of my style boxes are looking for like mini skirts and like tank tops and stuff, and I'm like, I'm working with what I got here, but they're not putting out the summer stuff, so bear with me. I did see these overalls. I love when I find overalls, but honestly they ended up being broken, so that was like a waste of my energy to like throw that. But speaking of not putting summer stuff out, I think they all, like the store thinks you can only wear lingerie in the summer because any other time it lacks heavily. I did see this fun little top. I couldn't tell if I liked it or not because the whole cold shoulder thing had its moment, but pause. Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? Is it the new version? Yes, but like juicy is juicy is juicy, and I literally found it in like the ladies' bottoms. Like, why weren't those in the activewear section? Like, somebody, I don't know if someone hid them or they just put them in the wrong spot, but this is why you have to check every section. And like Miss Betty was so cute, and then this is why I realized it was going to be a good day. Okay, do you see all of these racks? It is restock day, the big restock day. So naturally I had to go through every single rack before they actually put them on the floor. This is like my favorite. This is like the biggest adrenaline rush I get these days, okay? When I see all these little racks in the back waiting to be put out, I just want to see it before everyone else can see it. Like, is that such a bad thing? I don't think so. But like, wait till you guys see some of the pieces that I pulled from here, okay? Look at these. Look at these. Where are my Y2K girlies at? Screaming. These are perfect. Perfect. Here I am just on another put out rack. Look how full this cart is, guys. It's so full. And I was such a happy girl. Normally I end with the put out racks, but no, I still had like the hoodies and jackets to go through. I really love a good I Heart New York moment, but the pink on red was just not, I didn't like it. My eyes didn't like it. And this oh god, this made me chuckle so hard. Like, look how cute that is. Spoiled. Yeah, the Y2K pieces were popping off. You guys know I always pick up Realtree. It's a quick sell for me, so pick that up as well. The vest section was actually repulsive. It was a little offensive because nothing good was here. Like, why do they keep doing me dirty? I love a good vest and they just don't put the good ones out, or nobody's donating them. One of the two, I don't know, but this section has been lacking and I was upset. I did see this Rockaware jacket and then I looked on the floor. Yeah, check the floor, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's time to go through this monstrosity. Yeah, it was way more full than I expected it to be, but like, it's restock day. Can you really blame me? No, because you would have been the same. But let's go through it. Oh my god. Now that the Disney Channel montage is over, I'm going to show you all the things that I'm leaving behind. First up being this little cold shoulder top. It was very fun, but I just couldn't get over the cold shoulder moment. And then I couldn't decide on this. I ultimately did end up leaving it behind, but I love Wilson's leather. It was just looking a little dingy and beat up for me, so I really you can see me here contemplating whether I really wanted to leave it, because at the end of the day I think it's gorgeous, but it was just not worth it. I was going to get the cowboy boots. Those other jeans were just really basic, so I didn't end up getting those. I loved these Rock Republic ones, but the backs were missing some studs and the actual buttons as well, so I left those. These little apple bottom jeans boots with the fur, I loved the wash on these, but the like tapered leg is not in right now, so I knew they would not sell. People are really into the boot cut and like wide leg pants right now, so I left them. These were the cutest little overalls, but I don't know how I missed this in the moment, but like both of the little tabs are broken. This one is just broken. This one isn't even on here, so these were quite literally useless. I don't know why I picked this up. I think I like the balloon sleeves and the embroidery on the side. It was kind of boho to me, but I ultimately did not get it. I loved this Gap jacket, but they were asking like $32 for it, so it had to stay. I don't think I need to explain myself with that one. And then this one, the pink and red really just isn't working for me. You can't even tell that there's a heart on there, so I didn't like it. But now for the things I actually did get. The spoiled sweatshirt, obviously. Same with the real tree, obviously had to get that. I'm never gonna say no to Pooh Bear or Tigger or Eeyore, any of them. I'm not saying no to, so obviously picked this up. This is going in one of my dark academia style boxes, because what's more academic than what's that? Oh my god, what is it called? Not Paisley, Argyle. There we go. The Fox racing stuff is starting to come back, and that one was reversible, so I had to get it. And then you can never go wrong with a good pair of 90s straight leg jeans, especially these Tommy babies. These do not fit me, but I know whoever they will fit, the bum is gonna so good. I did see these I Heart New York little PJ bottoms, so I did get these instead, and they will be staying with me. Betty Boop, couldn't leave her behind. She is modern. She's like from 2021 or something, but I love the graphics, so I did get it. And this little orange sherbet sweater was speaking to me. We've already talked about this skirt. It did make the cut. I am coming home with it. Had a little bit of a raw hem thing going on at the bottom. This is old school Old Navy. It's from 2005. I think it's going to be a really cute cut. I love how deep that chocolate brown was. Juicy pants obviously had to come home with me. I want to keep them, but like I'm not an XL, so I need to let one of the girlies get those. I love the back pockets on these. Love. Not for me personally, but for the Y2K girlies that I shop for, they're going to eat that up. I just know it. These are kind of like the baggy pants I was talking about with that Quicksilver shirt I showed you from the other store. Like, imagine that shirt with baggy pants like those. So good. Grandma sweatshirt, had to get it. That periwinkle color, so good. This is just really cute, and I've sold a lot of these hooded sweaters, so I did pick up this one, and then I also got this Ralph Lauren Sport version as well, so I think those are cute little basics to add in. And that was, oh, just kidding, I also got the messenger bag. I thought that was the end of the haul. I also got this messenger bag, and then obviously the cowboy boots. Like, you thought I was gonna walk out without the cowboy boots? You're wrong. Honestly, I'm just gonna make my feet fit in them at all costs. I mean, like, look at the bottoms. They look like they've never been used. Never been used. They are pretty heavy though, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, now this is everything that I ended up getting. I'm just putting my hangers on the little, whatever that's called. Normally I do this at the front, but since I was already back there and they were here, I was like, why not? I'll just put them up here. And then this was my total. Very good.
Well, I'm feeling a lot better. We had a fantastic day. I don't know when they started to restock on Thursdays, but I might have to start coming on Thursdays because I was in heaven. It was really hard to narrow down my cart, which is why I really didn't narrow it down that much. But I'm really happy with everything I came out with, and honestly the damage was not that bad. 115. Like I was expecting like 2 for real. But anyway, I had a great day, and now I have to go into work. Love that for me. It's been a fun morning hanging out with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're feeling better like I am, because we started off really rough, but we're ending this on a high note. So definitely let me know down below your favorite piece that I picked up. and I will see you guys in the next one. I love you guys so much. Subscribe if you aren't already. Honestly, that looked like a broken heart, so let's try that again. I love you guys so much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.